Before we begin the video, I just want to say thank you guys so much. I cannot believe I'm almost at 60 subscribers. That is honestly insane. I woke up this morning with just 15 subscribers and that was already freaking me out. Like, that made me really happy. And so the fact that I'm almost at 60 subscribers, I'm honestly speechless. So thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys stick around for more. Hello there, thanks for coming back. In this episode, we'll be taking a deeper look into familiars and we'll be training to level 200.
It's Appleseed!
Starting off, we're taking advantage of the recent Magic Miracle Time event. MapleStory oftentimes have events that are very helpful to your progression. Make sure to check up with the patch notes to stay up to date. You'll want to be looking out for the Sunny Sunday events. The important ones to note are 5, 10, 15, which grants 100% Star Force success rate at 5, 10, 15 stars. 50% off ability reset is also a very cheap and effective way to make gains. Since Magic Miracle Time came at such a short notice, I didn't really have anything to cube, so I worked on my emblem and secondary. You'll want to be cubing these two items first since they are essentially best in slot for your bossing mules. The Princess No Secondary is also a really great option, but because we're creating our bossing mule with as little mesos as possible, we won't be worrying about that. The three stats that you're looking for on your emblem and secondary are attack and magic attack percent, followed by boss percent and IED percent. Nothing else. We were able to hit 75% IED and 9% attack on our emblem, and 12% attack followed by 30% IED on our secondary. We made our way over to Zakum because we still need the eye accessory, which has yet to drop. We're also still fighting Root Abyss 5 times in a row in order to unlock Chaos Root Abyss. From level 160 all the way to level 170, I trained at Kerning Tower inside of the Star Force map. Star Force maps are good because the monsters provide more EXP, however they are a little bit stronger and you do need to have the Star Force requirement in order to effectively do damage to the mobs. Von Leon is going to kind of be the first milestone boss that we fight because he drops Von Leon equips, which we're going to be using to get ourselves all the way up to Chaos Root Abyss. At this time in the game, you have the option of either going with the level 140 equip set, or you can go with the Hilla boss set. I prefer going for the Von Leon boss set just because it is 10 levels higher than the Hilla set, and you're still getting the benefit of the item being a boss flame item. In MapleStory, bosses will drop equips that can achieve boss flame. Essentially what that means is when you use a flame crystal on the item, it can achieve much higher tier stats than a regular equip can. That is why I prefer the Von Leon set over the level 140 set. Wearing all 6 pieces of the Von Leon set also grants a really nice bonus. From level 170 to 175, I trained at Corridor 202 inside the mothership. And then from level 175 to 180, I trained inside Kingdom Road, Searching Forest 2, and Darkness Forest 2. I decided to give it a go at normal Horntail, and honestly, I didn't think that I would unalive it this fast. I guess I really underestimated the power of Wind Archer. After beating it with very minimal effort, these are the equips that I've obtained. I got a Silver Blossom Ring, a Horntail necklace, and a Dazed Cetus earring. I also gave it a go at fighting Easy Arcarium for the Mechanator's Pendant. I also defeated Von Leon again the next day and obtained the overalls, the cape, and the shoes. And from level 180 all the way up to level 185, I trained at Knight's Stronghold Knight's Chamber 2. I headed over to the Fox Valley where I trained from level 185 all the way up to level 195. I also did a little bit of Monster Park in between. Alright, let's talk about familiars. Familiars can be obtained by unaliving monsters throughout Maple World. Familiars are a free way to gain bonus stats and can be helpful for both early game players and end game players. When I fund my bossing mules, I like to save up the familiar cards that I've collected from other characters when doing dailies. That way I can use the familiar cards on my mules. For low funding bossing mules, the best familiar stat that you can get is 15% IED. This is because you can obtain 15% IED from common and rare familiar cards, which are easily obtained and do not require fusion or leveling the familiar. You can also go for the increased item drop rate effect. You'll notice that in the familiar menu, you can have up to 3 familiars at a time, and up to 3 slots to change back and forth. In order to obtain more familiar slots, you'll need to collect badges. You'll need to collect at least 1 badge in order to unlock a second slot, and 10 badges for 3 slots. Since obtaining 10 badges is very time consuming, we'll only be obtaining 1 badge in order to unlock our second slot. That way, we can equip 2 15% IED familiars for a total of 30% IED, which we've essentially obtained for 0 mesos if we're not counting the 35k mesos it costs to reveal a familiar stats. The easiest badge to get is the Lift Harbor badge. All you need to do is collect 1 familiar card from a snail, blue snail, red snail, and the mushroom. This should take about 5 to 10 minutes with 0% drop rate, or you can use your main character to collect the familiar cards and transfer them over. At level 199, you can gain a free level all the way to 200 by going into your quest light bulb and accepting the Haven quest line. You're not really going to be doing too much here, you're kind of just going to be going through a bunch of cutscenes and talking to a bunch of characters, but once you've done all that, you gained a free level, which is awesome because now we're level 200. And that wraps up this episode. We were able to get all the way to level 200 and learn a little bit more about familiars. In the next episode, we'll be exploring the Arcane River as well as progressing our bossing mule even further. I'll be discussing link skills as well as legions and how to build them to optimize both bossing and training. So stay tuned for sure if that's something that you're interested in learning more about.